Hello guys, welcome to the 5KP program video for Tuesday 29th of June 2021. It's Adam and I'm broadcasting from Białystok, Poland, close to Białystok. Today we're gonna have a very interesting program again, and I will start with the disclaimer. As always, this video is for informational, educational purposes only, and soon you will see why I've been showing you this disclaimer all the time and you had to agree to it all the time. It's because, it's trading. Trading is risky, things happen, things gap down, things gap up. These days it's also highly manipulated market, total casino sometimes. So if you don't protect yourself properly, you may lose a little bit of cash, It's not only winning, also losing, and we'll be talking about losing today. So let's move on. I'm going to show you quickly what's the idea for the program today. So we're going to look at the portfolio performance. That's not true. That was our last performance here. And this part will be for YouTubers, and then there will be second part for Academy students. Our performance changed a little bit. We went closer to 7.5K, and I will show you what happened. Okay, so we dropped significantly from our goal of 10K. We're just moving further away. Well, that's for a reason. I decided not to close some of those trades, and I will explain to you why I did that in this program. Also, I closed one trade, the VIAC, due to assignment. So it unexpectedly went very quickly up in price, and I was assigned prematurely on one of the contracts that they sold. So I was short some stocks and I didn't like it, so I closed that trade and ended up with a little loss. Unfortunately, I would probably manage this trade a little bit differently, but because of that assignment, it messed up my plans, and I decided just close it and probably get into that trade sometime later, but not now. So we're going to look at what happened there with this assignment, just to explain this to you guys, what happened. And for the students, we'll talk about gold tanking. That's the reason why our portfolio changed this value. You see this huge massive gaps, and it keeps going down still. And also we're going to talk about acquisitions in trading. So basically what happens on the market when a company decides to acquire the other one, how to trade that. Is there some opportunity in there? And we're going to talk one particular company. So without further ado, I'm just going to move to the browser, and well, that's the opportunity. We're just going to look at the markets and stock market update quickly, what's going on in there before we go to our portfolio on Thinkorswim. So let this thing load. And in the meantime, I can just tell you guys, nothing really changed fundamentally for gold, and on the markets we still see a lot of currency printing, currency creation, inflation hitting everybody really hard, cheap shortages of raw materials such as lumber, for example. We're seeing lots of problems actually on the market, and if you watch TV a lot, if you watch financial news, it seems like everything is in financial boom, while in fact it's in a financial bubble, not a boom. So this refreshed, we are in the markets are moving sideways today. Not yet info or news on what's going on, but Nasdaq and S&P hitting record highs. It's just going up and up and up. That's what I've been telling you guys. It's just going to continue going up. It's getting scary. At some point of time, traders who have been trading for a longer period of time are really getting crazy right now. This is an environment where anything may cause a huge financial collapse or crash of the market. But it's not about this. What this market is all about is about Fed. And you know that because when you watch the Forex Factory and you watch the economic calendars and you see how the market behaves and how the market awaits the news from the Federal Reserve, you can see what's really going on. If Fed says something good, things go up like crazy. If Fed says something bad, things go down. Very sensitive. That's because it's all running on this. It's like a drug addict running on heroin. And they just keep adding more heroin to the system. And if they stop giving heroin to the system, then the patient dies. So, but they keep going. You see that from the economic news, we don't have too much interesting news except in Eurozone. Lagarde speaks, and employment rates on Friday. There will be something Wednesday, 7th of June, FOMC meeting. So again, the creatures will speak, and then we will get some market movement, some direction. Interesting thing which I wanted to show you guys here. I don't know why this software runs so slow when I'm presenting. Is that the gold has been beaten down like crazy. Like look at this chart, like just of gold. That's not natural. That's absolutely crazy. Like why in this environment when we're creating new currency out of thin air, gold being natural hedge against inflation, gold being natural hedge against this currency printing, it loses on value. That's like, doesn't really lose on value. It loses in price as it's measured in dollars, but does it lose on value? Probably not. However, that's what we see. To me, my personal way of thinking about this is, someone really wants to make gold very unattractive to majority of population. So people think that it's a terrible investment. It's not an investment, first of all, it's a hedge. But it's a terrible asset to own. It just keeps going down. It's very volatile. It crashes, and everything goes up. People make money in, on cryptos. People make money on the market. But this thing is just terrible. You have to be retarded to invest in gold. So people escape it, maybe, and then it becomes and some other guys who are smart enough are buying it in a dip, and you will see what I mean by that very soon. So that's what we see. I've been reading some news also, and I'm not gonna go there, but basically nothing changed fundamentally. It's just still the same market, which is just going up and up and up and up. And let me just quickly scroll over S&P 500. You can just see how it's moving. And if you look here at the trading view, and I just bring S&P 500 futures right there, it's extremely slow today, this recording. I don't know why. It just keeps going up and up and up and up. Very crazy chart. One would expect some sort of a massive correction, but it all depends on Fed. We need to be prepared. Gold, on the other hand, you can see this massive move down. So that's really crazy. So that's very short market update. You see the VIX very low, not so much fear on the market. Just very short update. And I'm just gonna move on and just start showing you some positions on the Thinkorswim platform. So first of all, our performance 7.5K, still good. It's still 25% return on investment. But one would expect a little bit, 50% return on investment. I'm sorry, not 25. But one would expect us getting much closer to the goal of 10K. What happened? Why we were like at 9K already? What happened? Why did it all drop? Well, gold. We were invested in companies which are silver and gold miners, uranium as well, and all of that commodity market, all of that stuff just got hit terribly. They just get smashed. And we are in the position where basically we're closing only still on the account. I'm lacking currency option buying power, so I can't do much on this portfolio. If I decided to do something and I wanted to enter some new trades, I would have to liquidate some of those positions, and I don't want to do it. Okay, I don't want to do this for a reason, and that reason is that gold is really low right now. It's not a place to be getting out of the positions if we own some gold, or if we own some silver, or if we own some miners. It's not the time. Look about this huge smash for no reason other than I don't know. I don't really know. Someone really smashing down an asset which I just really don't understand it. So dollar going up in price. There is really no solid, fundamental reason why gold would just start going down. So to me, it's all just noise. It's all just pure nonsense. And I see an opportunity here. So owning gold at these price levels, is an opportunity, I would say. Still an opportunity. Same with silver. If we look at the silver chart, silver got beaten up as well. Maybe not that hard as gold, but because it's moving sideways, but still in this channel, in this ascending triangle, but also big beating up. If you look at the uranium, also the same. So what happened to our trades? Basically, they got smashed as well, and we're gonna go through them one by one. But first of all, I wanted to talk about the VIAC, which is not here, the VIAC trade, which we did, weeks ago with an expectation Viacom will go up very quickly and create solid profits, recovering from this huge smash in here. And what happened was actually Viacom started coming back up and going really crazy up to even reaching levels of 47.30 yesterday. So what happened? Well, it started going so quickly that our position that we had, which was supposed to be cash flowing for another couple days, was assigned, because the value of the shares, the price of the shares went above the promised price to basically sell the asset, and somebody decided to execute their option on the contract. So I got assigned, and that destroyed a little bit my position because I owned one call then, and I didn't have a call, the short call there, which was capping the gains, and which was cash flowing for me as well. So I ended up with one short position, 100 shares, and one positive call, and I didn't like that. I wanted to close this trade because my short position was losing, obviously, with this kind of bullish move, and I did it relatively quickly yesterday. So you can see what happened there. If I go to to the monitor page, and it's crazy. I can't work like this. Okay, please. Okay, monitor page, account statement. Okay, I'm gonna load some history on Viacom, and now it loaded everything, but I just want to see Viacom. Okay, VIAC, please, and I would like to see my transactions and my trades. So 60 days back, and basically also transaction history. That would be actually even better. Profit and losses, options, equities, order history. No. Can I see? Yes, here. If I just scroll back down, here you can see I was assigned 100 shares when they were trading. Okay, 44.25. So 100 shares. So basically $4,000, $4,250 for this position, negative, so short, and I didn't like that, so I closed my position in here with a loss. But then I also closed my call, which was profitable, and I ended up with a position that was actually losing just a little bit. So the loss was not significant. If I look at my profit and losses and just scroll down to Viacom, this is where I am. I lost $100 basically year to date on this position. I was supposed to make money, but I lost it because of that assignment. And unfortunately, my expectation as of to Viacom that it, would still move a little bit sideways was not, didn't become true. It broke out of this zone of, smashing somewhere between 43.5, per share, 41, and so on. It just exploded in very quick time, very fast, and that pushed me out of the position with a loss. So, but I closed it in time, very early, and therefore I didn't create huge loss in this portfolio. So that's what I have to say about Viacom, and I will move to the YouTubers. Today you don't have too much to listen to. But I will move to the part for my students. We're going to talk a little bit about the positions that we have in this portfolio.